Okay. That was good. That was a lot of information. Let's go. I mean, let's keep going forward. I know that we can go back and ask more things, but we still haven't done. Yeah, we still haven't found another two people.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
The mask.
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Okay.
What on earth? It's some. There's a 2 clues. A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas. It's a framed drawing
Cute.
of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed.
Oh. Signed by whom? Boggy? I mean,
It's
I
a
guess
map of the
the
swamp.
creator.
Mine seems a little older than this one, though. Boggy dolls, Boggy toys, Boggy postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad.
Okay. Headpiece from a homemade buggy costume found hidden amongst the buggy hats in the gift shop. Has an unusual lining with a red swirly pattern that I bet is the thing that Lady Weybridge gave Remington, I think she said. The red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
you weren't here yesterday.
No?
Oh, no, I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your head I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Okay. Well, flirting aside,
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
okay. We'll have to see all of those. I mean, none of that sounded suspicious. I don't know why it got added in the thing, but sure, we'll have to see those later.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening. Same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here
Except the
when I went home
mask,
last
I
night.
guess.
You left
No,
them
but that
by
wasn't.
the gift shop.
Why is
Yeah,
that
it's
there,
no big deal.
actually?
They were all still here this morning.
I'll have to ask.
Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up,
Oh.
then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
That's part of the costume. A pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they are covered in a strange liquid slime. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left that bag in the swamp last night.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume, a homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You'd never see me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
that's the point of a disguise.
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
Okay. So, let's present the headpiece, because that is the oh, we also have the curtain piece.
That is not something from my gift shop. I've never
Yep.
seen it before.
Thought so.
Is that one of your clues? It's not.
Okay, let's do the whole thing again. Let's present every single thing I have.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them. This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course.
You
A
knew
reflection in
that.
the water.
You've said that. Okay, whatever.
I can draw.
Oh, okay. Can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
I think she is in the sequel, actually. Like, she seems familiar. But, present profiles now.
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
Yep. I would have gone.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
Also, yeah, your boss is dead, so I would have gone immediately. But you're still here. I mean, you're dedicated at least. We can say that about you. Sally only began working in the swamp this year.
Not suspicious.
Sally has long legs. Why would that be suspicious?
Not suspicious.
Sally always wears black leggings. Now that's suspicious because it's part of the costume, but it's also like she wouldn't want it, you know? I don't know. That is also suspicious. Sally does not lock away her belongings in the evening. I mean,
Not suspicious.
why would that be
Not
suspicious?
suspicious.
But I also need to go to her because we have new stuff. Ken knits, so and she makes her own clothes. That is suspicious because she could make the costume, and she could make it look like it was a badly made costume, so that it doesn't, you know, it does the blah blah blah. Offered Remington fabric as a peace offering. Hates Remington history is not attraction. Yeah, okay. Those are suspicious.
I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path looks. Nope.
Good.
There aren't many clues over here. Unless those trees are a clue. But I don't think so.
I was just wanting to point out those mushrooms are cute. That's all. Okay, so I'm missing one. Who am I missing? Oh, this guy. Right. Stop swamping the swamp.
Oh? You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money. You know.
Well, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose. You're a good swimmer. You'd bounce if I threw you at a wall.
Why?
Love that.
Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again. Until my job is done.
Okay.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Okay.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Okay, well, that's all nice. I mean, I actually like the message. Leave the animals in their natural habitat in peace.
You come here every day.
But
Yes, I do.
Well,
know.
I'm only going to
We'll
ask
see.
you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
But it's the
A man
only...
has to eat, doesn't
Yeah.
he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Okay, I know exactly what sounds you're talking about. But also, you doubt one person's contribution will do anything, but you're the only person protesting. That is basically the same thing on the opposite side. But okay, let's actually go directly there.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
What? Those are the sounds. What? Okay. I guess I didn't know what you were talking about.
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
He hasn't seen anyone because he was wearing it. Okay, let's present all of the clues and see.
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
He's cute. I'm not gonna lie. I like him.
A
Yourself.
man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
Yeah, that's true. I like your beard.
He seems like a
And
good
your
person.
poncho.
He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
Huh. Not gonna lie, you sound more and more suspicious every time you talk.
Ah yes, Agent Folder.
Oh.
A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well. And we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
He was full of insight.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Okay.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Wow, that's dark. I mean, you can be glad that that means that the tourist attraction will close down probably and everything like that, but not be glad that he's dead. Okay, anyway, page 1. Echo is protesting for animal rights in the swamp. That's not suspicious per se.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Doesn't know much about the real swamp creature is suspicious because the costume is not accurate. Actually,
Suspicious.
the fact he is a fan is also suspicious because that's why he will choose to be Boggy. Echo shares many views with Agent Folder, who is suspicious and is not a talented artist or musician, so like not being talented, his costume was also not that good, I guess. I don't know, he's suspicious, he's definitely suspicious. Sadly, I think we have a few more things. No, Boggy has one more thing. Boggy has since become a famous cartoon character, I guess. Okay, let's go over to Van de Peer and Bertel and ask about the costume. And all
I
of the
found
clues
these
again.
designs for a costume, a boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Okay, let's present all of the clues again.
That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Uh-huh.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
And that's all. Well, thank you. You did actually give one more thing that is Harper's, maybe? No. What, is it Remington's? Where's the clue? Is it just in this one? Pearl says this was the this was the food Remington ate last night before leaving the cafe looking sick. It's possible that someone tried to make Remington sick with this bog dog. Okay, cool. Now let's talk to Vanderpeer.
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
Okay, let's do it again. All of the clues and all of the profiles.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know?
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I don't know if it... I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
The noises are exactly why, that's a clue, but okay. Okay, and that's all. But before we go over to the museum, we have the key. And that's the curtain.
There's an open window above Remington. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped.
Okay.
This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
Well, it's this one. And this one. Oh my, what? This is so creepy.